So I've got an anecdote that I want to share. About 4 months ago, had a client come on board for personal training. Ruth, lovely lady, and she had a history of elite performance with judo. She's in the British team, and she's now in her mid-60s. She hasn't set foot in a gym for a long time, and she wanted to step back. So she came to me, and we've worked, and she's found herself in the gym working hard. Now, she's benefited a lot, and she wanted to pass on this and to try to get her church group into the gym. So she approached me and asked me if I would do a group session for the ladies from her gym. Now, we're looking at people over 55, minimum 55. Most of them are over 60. And the ladies came in for a group session about 2 weeks ago, and we did pretty simple stuff. You know, it was more about education and getting them into the gym, trying something new, getting uncomfortable, and being part of a group. And delighted to say 12 of them got in contact afterwards and wanted to do a group session, a weekly group session. So we've organised for that, and we're taking them through the fundamentals, what we would consider in CrossFit, the foundations, so on-ramp, taking them through that. And they've already seen massive benefits, and they're loving it. Now, here's the anecdote. At the end of one of the sessions, one of the ladies said, I was looking around the gym, and of course we've got all the memorabilia, the plaques, the name cards, the t-shirts, the photos around the gym from the last 12 years, 13 years. And she said, she saw the word CrossFit, and she said, oh, CrossFit, I've heard about that. I could never do that. Now, at this point, I turned to her and I said, well, you've just done it. And the delight on her face tinged with a little bit of fear. She hadn't obviously realised what we were doing would be considered CrossFit. And it got me thinking, the reputation that we have, it's in the balance. Now, I get that it's for anyone, but not everyone. I get that we don't want everyone in the gyms. We don't want certain groups that are going to be behaviours are slightly different to ours, and they end up leaving anyway. But here's the balancing point. We need to give people the opportunity to get into the gyms, to try it, to see for themselves that in actual fact anyone can do it, and then they can make up their mind, and we can see if they're a good fit for our gym. That's the tricky bit, and that's the sticking point for a lot of gyms and the media, and for the affiliate owners and managers to try to market. That's the tricky bit. There's a real fine line there. Now, I'm a firm believer in trying to get as many people into the gyms as we can, and doing what we can without chipping away at our identity and our culture. So we don't shy away from the fact that we're hard workers, that we're accountable, that we get uncomfortable, and that we have a standard that we like to hit. But at the same time, I want to give people of certain groups the opportunity to see if they can work towards that. And I'm very pleased to say that the ladies in the church group are thriving doing CrossFit, doing this thing that we love. They're seeing strength gains, they're mobility gains, they're sleeping better. A few people have come back and said that arthritis is easing up slightly in 3 weeks. Game changer. And one of the ladies, Elizabeth, is now able to walk up the stairs unassisted without putting her hands on a railing or her knees to walk up it. That's life changing. And that's all through CrossFit. We have this magical thing at our disposal. We have the world's best coaches. We have the best facilities. We have people imitating us all around the globe, but they won't say our name because they can't say our name because they're not us. And my job as a coach and working at an affiliate is to offer that opportunity to as many people as I can. And I know damn well that every affiliate owner and manager and coach wants to do the same. And that's part of our responsibility and our duty. And I love that challenge. And that is the challenge that I'm taking on at our gym for 2026. I'm going to try and get as many people in our doors as possible and offer that opportunity. I'm going to refine. I'm going to get our processes and systems in place better. And let me tell you where all of this began. It began at Coaches Congress in Twickenham on October the 4th and the 5th. And I promise you that is absolutely true. Listening to the speakers, the keynote speakers, the enthusiasts there, the coaches, the gym owners offering advice, wisdom, mentors that I've had since then, discussions that we've had since then, guests that I've had on since then. I can honestly say attending events like that down the line changes gyms and therefore changes lives. And I'm so pleased to be involved. Anyway, have a great evening, everyone. Enjoy yourself.